today that the men of the Lord are going to be taken care of, man. Not today that the men of the Lord are going to be taken care of, man. Not only that the men are going to be taken care of, but the women, the women that got children are going to be taken care of. Because the women right now, and I was talking to Ak about this, how they're taking heed to the vibration that's being emitted out. How they're taking heed to the vibration that's being emitted out. How they're taking heed to the vibration that's being emitted out.
Women should not be in management positions because women do not know how to handle power. As if this is a big shocker. Men were created to be in positions of power. Men were created to lead. Women were created to follow. Men are smarter than women. Men are stronger than women. Why is this such a big shocker in today's day and age? Every time I look on TV, women have been upgraded to all of these new fancy positions. You got women out here, they want to be captains of ships. They want to be police officers and firefighters. That's so stupid. If I'm ever in need of some sort of help, do not send a female police officer to my door. Do not come to my house. If you are a female firefighter, do not come to my house. Period. And I'm on record saying that every time I see a woman in a position of authority, I think two things. She's in over her head and she doesn't know what she's doing. And why would I want a female firefighter or a female police officer showing up to my house? Everything y'all do, y'all need a man for backup. Might as well just send the man. Didn't nobody tell y'all to apply for these jobs? You know that stuff is too heavy for you guys to lug up all of those stairs. Why would I have a woman try to defend me on my behalf? If I call the police, if I call 911, I want the biggest, strongest man on the police force to come to my door. I don't want some woman. Do not send a woman to my house. I don't care if she's 6 feet tall. Stay where you are. Literally, the only thing a female police officer can do is to point me to a male police officer. And you hear people talking about, oh, women are so strong. Women can do anything. Women can do everything. Women can't do jack squat without men. If you ask people to list off what is the one thing, what's the strongest and the toughest thing that women do? Bear children. That's the number one thing they'll tell you, bear children. Guess what? A man had to invent the freaking epidural for women to have children in freaking peace. We still needed a man's help for the hardest thing that women do. All your husband wanted you to do was freaking sweep the floor and have sex with him when he comes home from work. Why is that so hard? Half of y'all on the internet selling your nasty coochie anyway. Might as well give it to a man that's paying the mortgage. This is crazy. No, but you call it empowerment. It's empowerment when you sell it for $5. It's weakness. It's you're weak and you're dumb and you're stupid if you give it to your husband who's taking care of you. That's dumb. You sell it for $5 on OnlyFans. That's empowerment. Y'all are so stupid.
How they are taking heed to the vibration that's being emitted out. How they are taking heed to the vibration that's being emitted out.
This one, but I have to be real. I'm a woman just like y'all. The only difference is I was brought up different, and maybe some other people may relate. Okay, but the reality of this is this: men are natural born hunters. Men are meant to be with multiple women. That's who they have always been. God created a man in his image. We were made from a man, his rib. So guess with that being said, we weren't created. We were just made. So that means a man requested for us to be here. Okay? So you think the same way you don't like to eat the same food every day? Neither does he. So guess what? The same way he don't want the same pum pum every day. But if you can bring that home to him, oh baby, you got you a best friend. And a lot of y'all don't know how to be best friends with your man. And the reason your man cannot really tell you that he wants another girl, because y'all don't know how to react to this shit. You want him to be this perfect soldier, perfect man, when in reality, yes, he's a perfect man for you. But guess what? He still wants other stuff. He wants to stick in a different hole sometimes. Allow him. And women, let's be honest. We all look at different dudes too. Only difference is we ain't supposed to be doing all that because the woman is supposed to be doing all of that a man can do. And I y'all gonna be like, well, we can do the same thing a man can. No, the hell you can't. Can you impregnate another woman? The fuck you can't. So with that being said, allow this man to be free. He can still be your man and your best friend and your husband and your fiance and everything. But guess what? Let him be open to you. Let him be honest with, like, okay, if you see a girl like, ooh, she fine. Why the fuck you looking at her? What? Me on the other hand, I could see a girl like, yeah, but she's definitely beautiful. It's like, yeah, I bet she definitely is beautiful. You like her, you think she's your type, or whatever the case may be. Oh yeah. But he may not want to talk about it. But guess what? I have that type of relationship with my man where we can do that. A lot of your men would rather confide in another woman because they cannot confide in you. You're trying to stop a hunter from hunting. A man will continue to hunt. There's a reason why a woman's clock stops and a man's clock never stops ticking. He never stopped having kids until up to like 100 and some years old. Do you not see the difference there? There's a difference. There's a reason why it was made like that. So allow this man to be free. Allow them to explore their royal oats. Y'all gonna get mad. I don't give a fuck. But I have to be honest with you. Stop losing your mind about who he's talking to, who he's doing this with. Baby, as long as that man come home and he's safe and he bring you no kids, no bring you no diseases, and you can go and meet this girl if you want to meet her and check her to make sure she's safe. That's all I gotta say.
How they are taking heed to the vibration that's being emitted out. How they are taking heed to the vibration that's being emitted out.
My husband coming to this house, he runs this shit, period. And I know that sounds, old school, and I get called a pick me and all that bullshit, whatever. My husband runs me, period, point blank. Period. He runs me. He has the last say so at the end of the day. He's the king of this house. He runs this household. Yes, he allows me to do what I need to do. I can move freely. I can, make my own decisions. If I see something, I want to do something, he's going to support it. But the minute that he's like, nah, that ain't going, it ain't going. Why? Because as a queen, I respect my husband's wisdom. I respect my husband's output and outlook on. My husband coming to this house, he runs this shit.
How they are taking heed to the vibration that's being emitted out. How they are taking heed to the vibration that's being emitted out.
Ladies, y'all breaking up y'all relationships, y'all homes, y'all happiness over cheating is asinine, okay? It's asinine. It isn't a man's nature to want more than one woman. I don't care what type of therapist or social media psychiatrist is telling you different. Derek Jackson was giving y'all hope for profit. Look what he was doing. That man had his wife in a wool hat in the summer because he had her going crazy when she found out he wasn't practicing what he preached. All men have a desire. It's innate, right? It's natural for them to lust after and want more than one woman. In fact, every male species in the animal kingdom has.
How they are taking heed to the vibration that's being emitted out. How they are taking heed to the vibration that's being emitted out.
Come to the table with the table, the chairs, the bacon. So I'm not asking or begging a man to take care of me because I don't need that, honey. Look at me.
Few moments later.
I'm tired. I no longer want to be an independent woman. Forget that INDE. I'm good. I want to be a housewife.
How they are taking heed to the vibration that's being emitted out. How they are taking heed to the vibration that's being emitted out.
First things first, black women, fuck being independent. They only did that shit so we wouldn't have men around to protect us when they came to get the kids. Don't be stupid. This is bigger than independence. This is bigger. Fuck that shit. Black men, you were right. They played us. I agree with you. But at the end of the day, we need you now to be humble and come to our aid because it's about to get gritty now.
See, the brothers tried to prevent all these problems from happening. They've been saying this for a long time. In the 80s and 90s, they were saying this. but now it's come full circle. So at least this particular sister is admitting it. Now, y'all got to fix that to get the brothers back, because the brothers are kind of, a lot of them went elsewhere. You have a lot more competition today. So you have your work cut out for you getting the brothers back.
How they are taking heed to the vibration that's being emitted out. How they are taking heed to the vibration that's being emitted out.